Hey everybody, come with me to a weekend full of rodeos that I attempted to film the best I could. So here we go.
I'm feeling good. Man, I'm feeling good.
So obviously we start by loading the trailer. I put my saddle pads in. I have 3 separate head stalls and bits I am bringing with because I am bringing 2 horses. I intend to run 1, but you have to bring extra just in case. My saddle, my hay nets from Hay Chicks, and then I have all my feed and everything else in here already. I have to check the back and make sure that my electric fencing and solar powered charger are in the bag because I'm OCD and I have to double check everything. If you've seen my TikToks, you've seen how I've loaded trailers before. So here I am putting a bale of hay at the top, and I will put another one in, but 10 out of 10 stuck the landing. So yeah, here I'm putting another bale up top here. And I did my best to record. Some of it's a little skippy, but I will try to do my best as I continue making these. I'm on my way to go grab Alan's truck, and I don't know what I was doing. So grabbed the truck, hooked it up to the trailer. I had to fill it up with water, make sure that was full. I had to fill up my water tank in the back as well, make sure that was full. This trailer carries, I believe, 90 gallons of water. But yeah, we were headed off on our way. Both of us were literally starving, so we stopped at Dairy Queen to get a quick little snacky snack before we headed for a 2.5-hour drive. I am the Queen Passenger Princess, and I was watching some dance moms eating my Dairy Queen. Finally, we got set up at about midnight that night, so there my horses are eating, and we are ready for bed. Good morning. My horses stayed in the electric fence overnight, so that was good, but they're hungry, so I am going to get some feed together for them. So my horses get hay cubes. I normally feed Triple Crown hay cubes. However, I was in a pinch and just had to run to the local feed store to grab a different brand. So that's what I'm feeding here. I give them a little bit extra when I'm hauling just for that extra hydration, and it fills their tummies a little bit more. And here I will be feeding them some Triple Crown ration balancer. They each get about 1.5 pounds of that a day. Here I'm just kind of estimating. I forgot to bring my scoop with, so 1.5 pounds of that, and then they each get beet pulp on top of that, which I heard is really good for their stomachs, and I have seen quite a difference since using beet pulp. And then of course you have to water down the feed because I love to soak my hay cubes. Again, I'm not the best at recording these, I'm still learning, but we loaded up, headed to the rodeo, which was about 30 minutes away from where we were staying, and both of the horses basically just hung out and waited until it was our time to go. I tacked Mare up. She gets very just pushy when she runs, it's just what she does, so here she is getting the paw now, and we're ready to run.
Well, the old buckskins try hard. You can try hard with her.
So we loaded up, we had a late night, got back to where we were staying at about midnight again. Each of us were exhausted, so we had a little bit of a drink before we went to bed. But here we are the next day. Both the horses are just chilling like villains, basically waiting to go to the next competition. So we cleaned up our fencing, and because we're not going to be coming back here tonight, we're actually just going to head straight home from the rodeo. So we loaded up both of the horses and cleaned up our mess. Horses are very messy, even though you try to do everything to keep them clean. Cleaned up our mess, loaded up the horses, locked everything up, did a double check, make sure that we had all of our things, and then there they are. Aren't they so cute? And then got in the truck and headed on our way. We were stopping for fuel because we knew on the way back we weren't going to, and then I had to pick up some snacky snacks because I get a little hungry after I compete. So here we are pulling up to the rodeo. The house was absolutely packed again for a second night. So we got there a little bit later, and I basically had to unload the horses real quick, give them their hay nets, brush them real quick, and then I had to go pay my entries and get on a flag horse to carry flags for the opening. So after I did all of that, I came back to the trailer, got on Mare, warmed her up for a little bit, and then I don't like to watch rodeos. I kind of just sit in the back and kind of peek my head in. So here I am walking, just getting all the nerves out, letting the dog go poop, and here we go, ready for another run tonight.
The Great American Quarter Horse gets up to speeds of 30 miles an hour. It can. One more, keep them standing. Let's do it.
So after that, we cooled down, loaded the horses up, and tried to get on the road as soon as we can because we knew it was going to be another late night again. So here we are heading back. I'm sure the horses are exhausted. It was very pretty to drive in the moonlight. But we finally made it home, unloaded the horses, put them back out into the pasture, and then I had a mess of stuff to clean up in the barn from hauling all weekend, and I just left it because I will worry about it the next day. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now I'm feeling good.